Hello and welcome back to Down the Track. Today we'll be reviewing the Mumbai Indians versus the Rajasthan Royals in Abu Dhabi. For a minute there, we thought Butler will pull off a heist, but Mumbai kept their cool and brilliant batting, brilliant bowling, and brilliant fielding. Pollard was just unbelievable in the field. Don, how are you doing? I have with me my co-host as usual. How's it going? Enjoy the game?
Yeah, good. You got the prediction right. You said exactly what Mumbai did. They came out with a stronger team. Rajasthan have a lot of thinking to do. 2 wins, but 3 losses right after that. But Ben Stokes coming in will help them. But yeah, overall, very professional performance from Mumbai. Rajasthan made some changes, but it just didn't click for them today. A little bit weak in the bowling. Batting didn't take off. Butler gave us some hope there, but then that catch by Pollard, man. I mean, he dropped it, but then he picked it out of nowhere. He just like sliced it out of thin air, sort of. It's just something else. I mean, quite crazy. But yeah, Mumbai, man, along with Delhi, Mumbai is looking very strong right now.
Yeah, I mean, like from batting, if one guy's not contributing, the other guy is, and now they have Surya Kumar in form. The last guy they were waiting for. They had Decock last game he came to form, and then the last guy they're waiting for, he's in form now as well. So
Yeah.
unbelievable batting strength. And just a word on his innings. I think he scored majority of his runs behind the wicket. So I mean, that shot he played,
Scoops.
the scoops, and there was a scoop he hit
Yeah.
over third man to Archer. I think that was the shot of the tournament so far, in
Yeah.
my opinion. But just a word on his innings and the way he carried Mumbai through.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely incredible. I mean, we all knew that he had the talent. It was just that his inconsistency was an issue. But man, he's been such a mainstay from Mumbai for a long time now. I mean, he's always been there and thereabout. He's been knocking on the Indian team door as well. It's just unfortunate because the talent that is already available, he always misses the bus. But he's an absolutely incredible batsman. There's no doubt he read the conditions well. He used it to his advantage, and he made those runs, made those big runs. He initially stabilized the innings and then went for it all guns blazing. So hats off to him. It was an absolutely incredible performance. After being hit on his head, he got concussion set up, and then next ball he just whacks it. It was quite amazing just to see something like that. Absolutely incredible player. Hats off to him. I'm just very happy for his performance. It's always nice to see some of these guys go in the fringes to perform consistently in the IPL so that they can at least keep continuing to knock the doors of the Indian cricket team.
Yeah, but definitely. And how do you beat this team? Because in the bowling, they have amazing. Today with the new ball, we saw Bolt and Bumrah, and then in the death, we saw again Bumrah. And then in the middle overs, the spinners are also doing the job. I thought that will be their weakness, but they're doing the job. And then in the batting order from top to bottom, they have players contributing, and they have world-class talent. And the way they play is they have three hitters in the middle order. So, like, I mean, it's a perfect balance. Like you have Surya Kumar who can strike it, but can also rotate. And then even Quinton and Rohit can hit. So every player can hit in that team. So how do you break this team?
Getting very hard, man. It's just the most complete team. I mean, they have 7 solid batsmen. They have 6 solid bowlers. It's just so amazing to see the balance that this team has. But you're right. I mean, right up until the number 7, they have proper cricket. Proper hitting batsmen. Like these any of these guys can build an innings, or they can just go completely berserk as well. So that's just an amazing aspect to have. And in the bowling department, they have the likes of Bumrah, who's an absolute champion. I mean, again, 4 wickets today for him. Bolt and Pattinson are providing that real good support for him. And then Chahar and Krunal as well, man. These guys, I mean, we both had them struggle in these pitches, but they've been doing a very good job. And hats off to them. I mean, they knew what they were coming into with this tournament, and they bought their team based on the Mumbai track, which is a Wankhede track, but they've accustomed themselves very well to the conditions right now, and they are along with Delhi, I think, now very close to being the favorites for this tournament.
Yeah, I guess when you have high quality T20 players, I think they will adapt, and that's what's happened.
Absolutely.
Even and on a word on Rajasthan, like they're still in Sharjah, man. They're still stuck in that zone. Like they'll be really happy with Butler's performance, but today with the ball, they were poor. Archer wasn't at his best.
Yeah.
I think they leaked too many runs there, and also with the bat, like Steve Smith. I don't know. I don't know what happened to him. He started off so well in the tournament, but he's just not looking comfortable. Samson is not looking what he looked like in Sharjah. So I mean, it's worrying signs. I think they need Ben Stokes back.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Ben Stokes will come and probably steady the ship a little bit, but I mean, they really should go back and see if they have any more games in Sharjah and maybe knock those out as victories for them. So, but other than that, they've really been struggling. It's surprising because I honestly thought Rajasthan would do better than they are doing right now. I mean, I thought, okay, yeah, 1 or 2 games it takes you to get accustomed to a different pitch. I understand that sometimes you come out of a Sharjah and it's hard to kind of get that flow going again. But I mean, this is 3 games in a row that they've failed miserably. I mean, they've been losing badly. It's not like they've been losing close games or something of the sort. So yeah, this is a proper team. I don't know what I can change in this team. Also, honestly, just of course you get Karan out, you get Sam. Ben Stokes in, that's an obvious switch, but it's a solid team. I mean, just don't know why they go out and not perform. I don't know. Tom Curran had an extra over, but they gave that last over to Rajput, who got whacked a little bit. Just some things that just don't make sense for me, honestly. Uh, Steve Smith, he's a much better batsman than he's showing right now. I mean, he seems a little bit all over the place. They just need that kind of support. I mean, the likes of Butler, the likes of Samson can go hit out, they can go all out, but they need support, like someone to kind of build an inning, someone to play that anchor role. And who better than Steve Smith? I mean, he's one of the best batsmen in the world right now. So I think he just needs to reanalyze his own specific uh, goal. Like in the team, he doesn't have to hit out completely or from ball one. He just needs to calm down a little bit. I think he has that. If he can play that anchor, I think he has people around him who can whack the ball around.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not like he's trying to. That's the problem. He's getting out, trying to be aggressive. If he just anchors,
Exactly.
I'm sure he'll score 20, 30, 40 runs every game. But he's trying. I don't know what happened to his mindset, but he's trying to match Butler shot for shot, and it's not going to work.
Exactly. I mean, Butler's a different kind of player. He doesn't. You don't need that. In for
You don't
Butler,
need it. Yeah.
you just need to calm down. You just need to play your own game and just be good at it. I mean, and there's definitely scope for him to do that. He just need. I mean, I guess the think tank needs to sit down and just tell him that, what, okay, this is your role. You need to anchor the innings. You can build in. Number three is a very important spot in any game, any form of cricket, and especially in T20 cricket. Your number three batsman needs to just build the innings around your openers and your middle order who can come in and slam it. So it's very important they understand that he understands that, and he has the capabilities to deliver the goods. It's just weird that he's not doing it.
Yeah, and you're surprised with the captaincy as well. Like you said, he also didn't bowl out Tewatia.
Yeah,
Tewatia gave 6.5 and 2 overs. So
yeah.
you could see there was assistance for the spinners in the pitch. So a bit confused with his captaincy.
Yeah, I think so. I think there was definitely at least another over from Tewatia, maybe an extra, maybe that last over for Karan. There are a couple of things that just didn't make sense in the fielding department as well. Like, uh, uh, I mean, yeah, Archer got hit for a few runs today in his third over, not in the first couple, but
They didn't give him
this
the
is
new ball as well.
yeah,
Like he
yeah.
held
It's
him back.
just yeah, it's just some stuff I think they're trying to look into the details way too much. I think they need to stick to the basics, and they have that capability to really. They have the kind of players that can really do well if the basics are stuck to. I guess they wanted Archer to be available when Pollard and Pandya come or something of the sort,
Yeah.
but that's not needed. You just give him an over up front, see how he does. Maybe he knocks out a couple of quick early wickets. That's always very handy. Like that gives the likes of Pollard and Pandya to continue to build the innings. Because when they are coming in now, they just have the license to just go all out, and that's what they do. And Surya Kumar Yadav was an important wicket. I mean, you try to get him out when in the 10th, 11th over he's starting to settle in. You try to get him out and something like that. You just need to start. When they lost those 2 wickets with Dikok and Rohit going in, and Ishan Kishan went in soon after. That was a time to capitalize. So that's kind of, you miss out on that kind of an opportunity, and then I don't know, it just didn't make sense to me. Couple of
Yeah.
things that they could have done a little bit differently for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with you. And your player of the match.
Surya Kumar Yadav, man, that innings was incredible. Yes, Bumrah got the 4 wickets and everything, but I think the game was, and Rajasthan were never in the chase. And Bumrah, I mean, yes, he's a champion bowler, but you
I
expect
give you
that from
that.
him.
Like you believed in
Yeah,
him since day one. I thought
yeah.
maybe
I
after
just
the
felt,
injury he's like finished. Well, not finished, but I didn't. I was a bit worried about him, but you knew that
yeah,
he's gonna come back and
yeah. No, absolutely. He's a champion bowler. He's been my most favorite bowler for a long time now. I was not surprised that he had a little bit of a lull in form. It usually takes those kind of. He's a momentum kind of bowler. He needs to get into his rhythm. Once he gets into his rhythm, he's an absolutely incredible bowler, and you can see, like, it took him a couple of games, but now he's in there. He's in full flow, and he took 4 wickets today. But that's what I expect from Bumrah. I mean, I'm not surprised by that. So for me, Surya Kumar Yadav setting up that innings and giving them that impetus, to just get that 190 plus in the end and give them that extra 20 runs that they really needed. And put Rajasthan in that extra pressure from ball one was what I thought was important. And just to touch on, Pollard didn't have much to do this game, but that catch, man. I mean, you drop it first. You're so tall that you jump up and you kind of click it, and you save that six, and then you like from thin air just pluck it out and get that catch. It's just unfair, man.
Yeah,
It's
because the way
just
Butler was going, I thought he'd take it really close.
absolutely,
He was
yeah.
hitting it out of the park, like comfortable hitting.
I missed a couple of overs where he really got going. I had to just quickly go do something, so I missed those, and then I was like, "Whoa, this game is on!"
Yeah.
And then Pollard just does that from out of nowhere. So
Yeah, it completely changed the game, and that's what it is. They're a well-oiled side, bowling, batting, fielding. They have it all. Like and when you have death bowling like Bolt, Bumrah, even Patterson doing a very good job as well.
absolutely,
And
absolutely,
another key thing about Mumbai, just lastly, I wanted to say is that their bench strength is unbelievable as well. They have Nathan Coulter-Nile waiting there. He's a
yeah,
T20 specialist. Like I mean,
yeah,
we've seen him tonk the ball and bowl well. So I mean, they have a lot of players in the bench as well, waiting on the bench.
absolutely,
So yeah, this
absolutely.
Mumbai team is looking scary.
Mumbai, Delhi, man, both of them are starting to make that firm
Yeah,
favorite top two as
and
of right now,
and
at
the thing
least.
is, it's not just the batting; it's the bowling, which is it's sealing the deal. So I think that's
Absolutely.
that's the key thing in these two teams.
Yep.
But yeah, I think that wraps up the game for the Mumbai Rajasthan. Looking forward to tomorrow, Chennai versus Kolkata Knight Riders. Hometown is back. Dhoni, Dhoni.
They're in form too,
Yeah,
man.
man. I don't understand. Like everyone, including me, was saying Watson needs to get dropped. Watson needs to get dropped, and then Dhoni backed him, and then he plays like that. Like I understand if he made 30, 40, he was struggling to hit the ball, and suddenly he comes out and scores 80 odd. Like I just don't understand this team. Can you please explain?
I wish I could. I just don't know, but I just believe that Chennai has started off now. That late start, the slow starters, but now they're usually not slow starters. They're known to like
Yeah.
get a few games off the board, and then they kind of struggle sometimes towards the end of the innings. But yeah, absolutely, man. These guys are back. They're ready. You never write off this team with this much experience, and now with Shane Watson going all guns blazing, and this is in Abu Dhabi, the pitches is slow. This is perfect for Chennai condition for Chennai. I mean, they bring in their slow bowlers, they bring in their spinners, and with that kind of confidence, if after that whacking of Punjab last game, I think Chennai go into this game as slight favorites now for me.
Yeah, and win the toss, bat first in Abu Dhabi. It looks like the trend these days.
They have to. I mean, and Chennai have struggled, except for the last game. Of course, they've struggled to keep it a little too late and have been struggling with the chases. So I think just go out there, give Watson the license to just go absolutely berserk, get that 160 on the board, and then they have that chances because Kolkata, they have a lot of thinking to do. They have and hopefully they won't switch around their batting as much as they have been. They give certain roles and just continue to stick to your roles and give them 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 in that order. They should just come out there and do the tours required for off of them. But I think that they will struggle in this Abu Dhabi pitch. That's my feeling.
Yeah, and the question on KKR, would you like to see Narayan replaced by Tom Banton?
Tom Banton, or maybe even bring in that fast bowler Ali. If I'm not wrong,
Ali Khan.
He gives you a little bit more in the bowling department, and you have the batsman in maybe get in the Rahul Tripathi, who was looking very good last game. Just have him open with Gill, and then you have a lot of good batting coming below that to take
Do you know
care
which
of it
team
if
he
it
plays
doesn't
for
work out.
internationally?
Who?
Ali Khan.
USA.
Yeah, that's where you're sitting, man. That's where you're
Yeah,
sitting.
yeah.
That's where you wanted to play. I
He's
like that.
he's a good lad. Hopefully he gets a chance. He gives you just a little bit extra in the bowling. He had a very good CPL as well. He came out of a very good CPL, so he's riding on a decent confidence. So maybe use that. Try and see if he can make that work.
But I just have a
So
question on that point. Like, I think that's a very good point. But the only reason I was thinking Banton is because that opening slot is an issue.
yeah, absolutely. I mean,
But
but
would you?
Gill and Tripathi, because Tripathi did so well.
Yeah. So that's what I was going to ask you. So would you rather have Tripathi open the innings?
Because he is an opener by profession. I mean, he likes to open anyway. I mean,
I
number
think that's a good
8 for
call.
him is not worth it.
Yeah.
And like Mumbai, you need your top 7 to perform. If your top 7 doesn't perform, your number 8's not going to win you many games.
And
He might win one.
he might like the conditions more than Banton, right? Like a Tripathi, he probably
Yeah,
enjoyed the conditions more. So
exactly.
I think
Just feel like that would be a
fair
little bit
enough.
more, and give you Ali Khan gives you that extra with the ball as well. I mean, you don't really need that because you have some good bowlers, but he at least gives you 3 overs that is needed. Maybe up front he gives you that little bit more that you need, and that's that. I think that makes more sense. Bring
Yeah,
in Ali Khan as
takes the pressure off Nagarkoti and Mavi as well. So
and
I
and
think
Nagarkoti and Mavi are decent batsmen at 8 and 9. You have your top seven, and then you
yeah.
have decent batsmen at 8 and 9. You don't need a Rahul Tripathi at 8. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I think you're right. And the players to watch out from each side, CSK first.
I want to see Watson can continue doing what he did. I want to see
Watson,
if that works out. And then from
KKR,
KKR, I want to see. This is a tricky one, but I want to see if Cummins can come back after that beating.
Cummins. I'm watching out for. I mean, Russell is not looking in the greatest of form, so I'm gonna watch out
And
for
it's
him.
Abu Dhabi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Abu Dhabi, but Owen Morgan, I think he played a really good innings,
Yeah.
and I would like to see him bat up the order. So I feel
Yeah.
they probably need to do that with him.
I agree.
Russell at 4 or Morgan at 4?
No, Morgan at 4 any day of the week, man. He's so much better. And Russell can give you last 20 balls, you need 40 runs. That's what Russell does for you. He's not going to build you an innings. You even in the first game, they shouldn't have got him with him at number 4. Morgan's your player. He's been doing it for England consistently. Russell's had one good season. Yes, he's a great batsman, but you need that kind of building around that. You need that building. You need that platform set for someone like Russell to come and finish it off. That's kind of what it is. And he's not going to get you 100 runs of. He can do that. I'm not saying he can't, but you have to give the likes of
Basically,
Morgan,
you have
who's
to
been
look
good.
where can you get where you can utilize him the best. And
Yes, exactly. And at number 6 is what he's worth for that kind of a place. Number 6 is his spot. Come in
because
for like
that's what you're saying. You're exactly right, because people think, imagine he comes up the order, he gets more balls, he's going to score at 200, but it's very difficult to do that.
Yeah, you can't do it game in and game out. You can do it once in a while maybe, but not game in game out.
Yeah.
I
What's
mean,
his speciality? His speciality is to finish it off.
finish
So
an innings. Yeah, give him 15 balls, expect 40 from him. That's totally what he can do.
So bank
That's
on that.
exactly what. Bank on that. That's all you need.
And you already have Morgan at number
He's
4.
an amazing player. Morgan's an amazing player. He can give you that 60 of 20 also if needed. That kind of a player. He's that kind of a player. So you have to bank on him to provide the goods.
Yeah, and there's been a few one-sided games. So are you expecting a super over tomorrow or a close
it has
game?
to be, man. It's just started to get a little bit boring now. Suddenly, you need that jump in excitement again for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I think we covered everything. Any last thoughts?
No, I'm just looking forward to being it not being a one-sided game. We've been telling the past few games cracker, and it's been one-sided. So I just want it to be not a one-sided game.
Today had potential, but that Pollard catch, I think, set it off. But but I think tomorrow, hopefully, it'll be a cracker. But thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow then. Take care.
As always, take care.
Take care.